Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's David here, and welcome back to another Atlus news episode. Today we have rumors to discuss, but rumors that are behind a very credible Persona leaker, more precisely, the person who leaked pretty much everything about Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5 Tactica before the games were officially leaked by Atlus, right? And they just keep leaking stuff every now and then, and of course a lot of you guys tagged me and sent me their tweets and all of that, and today I want us to look at this. So that's why I have their Twitter page here. Link is in the description. You can check it out for yourself if you're interested, but I want to discuss this leaker specifically, what they're saying, because recently they've been saying a lot of stuff that really made the round on Twitter. A lot of people tagged me, sent me their tweets. Shout out to everyone who did. I'm following this person, so I saw most of them, but still. And, well, before we get into the swing of things, if you're new to the channel, if you want more content on anything in terms of Atlus, SMT, Persona, Metaphor, Refenezio, and more, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell as well, as we're trying to get 20,000 subscribers before the end of 2023. Big goal, but with your help, I'm sure this is something we can achieve. Thank you so much for your support. Now, what I was about to say is, in terms of this leaker specifically, I'm giving them credit right away. I said it before, they are reliable. There is information that they leaked before that you can't deny. If you don't have any insider information, you would never know these types of things, right? For example, naming specifically the name of the DLC of Persona 5 Tactica and showing us visuals of Persona 5 Tactica's DLC before Atlus even talked about it. That's what happened recently that I can think of, and of course a bunch of details about Reload and Persona 5 Tactica before the reveal. Now, I know a lot of you will go against me on this one, but still, I just want to be transparent. I'm not 1000% in with what this person is saying. There's a lot of things that are like, I'm not sure. I think they're saying too much. I don't think everything that they're saying is speculation. Obviously, there's leaked information and there's accurate information, but I believe there's a lot of speculation that was added in there as well. So this person is leaking stuff, but they're also speculating on certain things. They have knowledge of some sort, though I have to admit that. So the reason why I'm saying that is because, well, first of all, they did say early on before everything happened that, hey, the both games are coming out on all platforms. We obviously know now that Reload is not coming to Switch, and I have another tab here, and our buddy Faz here, friend of the channel, he even spotted that they have Nintendo Switch they had it before, Nintendo Switch in the description for a Persona 3 Reload trailer that was unlisted on the Atlus channel, and then he tweeted again saying that, hey, it has been removed from the description, and this person retweeted it. But then if you go up on their site, right after the Nintendo Direct, they say, oh no, Reload is not coming to Switch. And let me try and find here it is. P3RE is not coming out on Switch. I reached out and I was told that there is no publisher deal made, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they just changed their mind after the Directs, and beforehand, they were retweeting Faz's tweets about a potential Switch version, and they used to say way before it was even revealed that it was coming to Switch. So clearly, they were wrong on that part. Let's go back to their main profile. And again, just the fact that they're saying a bunch of things about everything, Atlus right now, makes me wonder if they really know stuff. They did talk about Persona 5 Tactica and Persona 3 Reload before those games were revealed, but they never mentioned never mentioned Refenezio. They never did. Which, again, if you are aware of Atlus stuff, why only talk about Tactica and Reload and not Refenezio? See what I mean? But still, for a bunch of other reasons, I have to give them credit. So let's get into the meat of this video here, but remember that this is a leaker. Everything that I'm looking at today could be completely accurate and everything will be real, but it could also be the opposite and everything's wrong, right? We don't know, so take everything with a grain of salt. So here we are. So they tweet a lot of stuff recently. They said Metaphor Refenezio main character has dialogues. They are not a silent protagonist, and here's some type of screenshot that they took of some sort. Plus, if this person really is a leaker, Atlus are gonna get them for sure. Their Twitter account is like a month old or so, 2 months old or something, and they had like 400 followers when I followed them, and they're now at like 16,000 or something. Yeah, 16,000. So they're gonna get him at some point. They will. So here's the thread in question that I wanted to talk about. It's old, right? July 15. They had a bunch of questions that people asked this person, and she answered most of the questions here with the information that they have. So let's look at it together, and I'm gonna add information on top of it. So question 1: is there a new Persona fighting game? Answer: yes. I did not say it was cancelled, but English is bad, so I understand. So they have a language barrier here, but it has changed a lot from 2015. I don't think it will resemble the original concept. There was a time where people were worried. So a little hard to follow here, but what I'm understanding is the game has been in development for almost a decade at this point. It's changed a lot from 2015, so they saw a concept in 2015 potentially, which is before Persona 5. So if it's Persona 5 Arena, feels really weird, and I don't think Atlus would have a arena fighting game in development for like a decade. Right? Those games are not big sellers at all. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax was ported to modern platforms during the 25th anniversary of Persona, and it was an immense flop. No one bought it, like no one. It sold like 6,000 copies in its first week in Japan, which is very, very, very bad. So I still can't see it. I have heard myself that yes, there is a new Persona fighting game in development. ArcSys is involved, apparently. I have my doubt, but again, could be happening here. We'll see. This person thinks it is a thing. Question 2: Atlus is not working on Persona 5X, so why is it a focus? Persona 5X being the mobile game, right? Persona 5X is one of many new initiatives to bring Persona to more people. Atlus is researching localizing it into Japanese. That will be done by Atlus, not the development company. So apparently Persona 5X is going to release in Japan, and it's not going to be done by the developers, which is a Chinese developer, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be in-house. I don't know. Again, this also sounds strange to me. We'll see. If that happens, though, there's more chances of us seeing it in the West as well, in my opinion. Now, that is the interesting one here. Question number 3. Are you really sure there are no other remakes in development at Atlus? Answer: Atlus and Sega are experimenting with many remake ideas for different franchises, but there is nothing in end production like P3RE right now, which of course we know now that Reload has been in development since 2019, so for 4 years already. We don't know anything else about remakes. In Atlus, they never do remakes normally. Reload's going to be a first here, so they remaster stuff, but big remakes, it's more rare. And then they say Atlus really wants to make a Persona 1 and 2 remake. So that is very interesting. We obviously have the poll here that the Atlus did a while back, a survey, sorry, and number 1 was Persona 3 as the most requested remake, and Persona 2 Duology right there at number 2. So apparently they want to make a Persona 1 and Persona 2 remake. I do not know, and then they clarify, I do not know if P1 and P2 remake is in development right now, but there is a Persona game next year with Persona 1 and Persona 2 characters in it. And that is something that we've heard before. A party game of some sort, including Persona characters from multiple games are going to be in one party game, apparently releasing next year. So, and that's what they are saying, and they also backed that point a while back. So question number 4, will there be any other Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5 titles after Persona 6? Answer, a lot of them, but not everything Atlus plans will always come out. The original roadmap has changed in 2016, and it might change again depending on many factors. And then finally, the original tweet here was deleted, but every project is leading up to Persona 6, which will be out by 2026, but there are more P5 and Persona projects, some outside of the ones I have already talked about. So basically, just to sum it all up, there's a lot of things out of this this thread that this person did. Obviously, to me, the standout is the Persona remakes, right? Persona 1 and Persona 2 Duology remakes are highly requested in the community. People really want that. A Persona party game is weird, but people have been talking about that for a long time. Persona Arena or some type of Persona fighting game has been in the news for a long time. I've always been on the fence about that, still am to this day. Even though I've seen this person's tweet and I've heard stuff myself, I cannot verify anything, so that's why I'm not reporting on it. But apparently it's a thing, and again, I'll take the L if I'm wrong, but for now I am doubtful, really am. The Persona remakes make sense, the fighting game not so much to me. Persona 6 in 2026 makes no sense to me, not at all. Like, that's insane. That would be a decade after P5, and I know what you guys are going to say. P5 dropped 10 years after P4, but we know that, well, first of all, it's not 10 years, right? I'm averaging here, but it came out a long time after P4, and we know that the plans was to release it way before, but they struggled in development. They struggled with that new engine and with HD game development specifically. They said it before, they had issues. So I was expecting Persona 6 earlier. I still am. I'm thinking Persona 6 drops early 2025 or so, to the latest, because next year is already packed. We'll have to wait and see, but what do you guys think though? Persona 6 2026, Persona fighting game, and most importantly, the Persona remakes. When would they drop those? This is a long-term project. According to this person, I don't know anything about potential Persona remakes. For now, we'll just keep looking forward to Persona 5 Tactica and Persona 3 Reload. Hey, thank you all so much for watching this quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of y'all asked me to do this. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed. If you have some questions, you can drop them in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. And thank you so much for the support. You have a great day, y'all. Bye.